My name is Peter, and I want to present my thesis, Blue-Collar Flexibility in Contemporary Work Arrangements. I grew up in a family very close related to physical work, and during my specialization in digital transformation, experts always talked about how work life is changing and how everyone can work super flexibly. I was asked how they want to include physical workers, but no one could really give an answer to that. So I wondered if blue-collar workers are really overlooked. The work-life balance discussion increased drastically and has been a peak topic in news as well as academic journals. Over the last years, multidimensional flexibility has been introduced worldwide for knowledge workers. But over 60% of the overall workforce in Western countries cannot engage in offsite work. Additionally, we have a drastic shortage of skilled labor in these regions. There is an extensive literature base on flexible work arrangements, and COVID-19 has worked as an accelerator in this field. It is crucial to take different perspectives on the topic as multiple stakeholders like employees, companies, and governments require flexibility of and for each other. Ultimately, however, literature pays disproportional attention to white-collar roles. To explore this topic, I conducted a case study on a large family-owned business. I chose this company particularly due to their high and specific labor requirements. For my interviews, I talked with different management levels and chose a representative peer group in terms of tenure and age. The interviews were semi-structured, and I paid special attention to conducting them as close to a natural conversation as possible, as scientifically feasible, to extract a wide body of knowledge. For my analysis, I used a coding software with an inductive coding approach to grasp nuances into interviewees' thoughts. This, I developed a 4-stage model which analyzes implications of flexibility within a given context. Stage 1 and 2 describe what flexibility means for different employee types, so divergent realities between blue and white-collar workers. Stage 3 then gets more to the point and summarizes potential need for flexibility in a given environment. Stage 4 finally assesses the feasibility of flexibility, and this was widely brought up concern. I finally want to summarize my key findings. First, flexibility is highly individual. Second, young workers' attrition can be closely connected to flexibility. And lastly, blue-collar workers do not seem to commit themselves with their white-collar colleagues as much as expected. What I want to highlight from my longer list of findings are the individual needs. Some workers highly value flexibility and others are rather afraid of it. That ultimately means that without proper communication, giving more flexibility can actually backfire. Of course, my study also has limitations, which mostly lie in the nature of a master thesis format. I was only able to analyze one specific company in a specific industry, which ultimately means that sample sizes were not that big. Second, I was not allowed to speak with blue-collar workers directly, which should definitely be one of my next steps. So why is this crucial, especially in the light of reinventing work? There are two main points of interest, the academic view and the business perspective. There is a strong research gap which really shows in an academic mismatch between the structure of past study participants and the actual global workforce. Scholars tend to focus on individuals in an office environment. There is also a lot of room to develop flexibility models, including needs for the necessary stakeholders. From a business perspective, companies have to analyze flexibility needs as they become a crucial factor in attracting also talent within the physical workforce. Also, proper communication is really key to avoid potential drastic pitfalls.